That made sense. At first, elevators pause sometimes during outages. I waited for it to continue. Instead, the chime sounded and the doors opened. I was expecting the third-floor hallway. Same layout as mine, same carpet, same off-white walls. What I saw instead was unfinished concrete. The hallway beyond the elevator was lit, but only by thin emergency strips along the ceiling. The light didn't spread properly. It just dropped straight down, leaving the walls half swallowed by shadow. There were no apartment doors, no numbers, no artwork, no fire extinguishers. Just a long corridor stretching left and right, its floor darkened by moisture. And it was wet. Water dripped steadily from cracks in the ceiling, tapping softly against the concrete. The sound echoed strangely, like the space was larger than it should have been. I stayed inside the elevator. My first thought was that this was some kind of service level, a sealed-off floor used for storage or utilities. Old buildings have forgotten spaces like that, but the panel beside me still listed floors 1 through 8. No service floor, no warning labels. I pressed 8 again. Nothing happened. I pressed door close, nothing. The doors stayed open. That's when I noticed the water inside the elevator, a slow drip from the ceiling panel above me. One drop slid down the metal wall and fell onto the floor near my shoe. I hadn't stepped out. I checked my phone. No signal, no data, just the spinning icon. The storm must have knocked something out. I thought about the stairs. Normally, I would have taken them without hesitation. But in my building, the stairwell access is through the hallway. To reach it, I'd have to step out onto that floor. And something about the space made that feel wrong. The air was cold, not drafty, just cold, like it had been sitting undisturbed for years. It smelled faintly of wet cement and rusted metal. I waited. 30 seconds, a minute. The elevator doors didn't move. The dripping continued, steady, patient. I started to notice details. The concrete walls weren't smooth. They were scarred, scratches, gouges, shallow carvings. At first, I thought it was just damage from construction. Then my eyes adjusted. They were letters, names, initials, dates. Some were neatly carved. Others looked rushed, uneven. Like whoever made them hadn't been calm. The dates stopped abruptly. The most recent one was 2010. I felt a tightening in my chest, not panic. Something slower, heavier,